Hello everyone, myself Rudram Jaram Patel and I am going to present you the presentation on Transformer guided by Prasad Joshi sir. Topics to be covered in this presentation are as follows. First, introduction to transformer. Second, basic principle. Third, can transformer operate on DC? Fourth, construction of transformer. Fifth, parts of transformer. Sixth, types of transformer. Seventh, transformer image. And eighth, application. Now let us go on introduction. First of all, what did you mean by a transformer? The transformer is a static device which is used to transfer electrical energy from one AC circuit to another AC circuit. Input to a transformer and output from a transformer both are alternating quantities. Electrical energy is generated and transmitted at an extremely high voltage. The voltage is to be then reduced to a lower value for its domestical and industrial use. This is done by using a transformer. The power transmission system using transformer is shown in figure. When the transformer changes the voltage level, it changes the current level also. So let us look at the image given below. First of all, generation station, distribution, consumer and transmission system are given in the figure. Now let us discuss about the basic principles of transformer. First of all, look at the diagram. The diagram shows you the magnetic flux through transformer core, the secondary winding and the primary winding. So let us talk about the following things. The primary winding is connected to the single phase AC supply and AC current starts flowing through it. The AC primary current produces an alternating flux in the core. Most of the changing flux gets linked with the secondary winding through the core. The varying flux will induce voltage into the secondary winding according to the Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction. Voltage level change but frequency, that is time period, remains same. There is no electrical contact between the two windings and electrical energy get transferred from primary to the secondary. A simple transformer consists of electrical conductors called the primary winding and the secondary winding. Energy is coupled between the winding by the time varying magnetic flux that passes through both primary and secondary winding. So my question is, can the transformer operate on DC? Answer is no. The transformer action does not take place with a direct current of constant magnitude because with a DC primary current, the flux produced in the core is not alternating but it is of constant value. As there is no change in the flux linkage with the secondary winding, the induced EMF in the secondary is zero. The DC is applied to the primary, then there is a possibility of transformer core saturation. If core saturates, the primary will draw excessive large amount of current, therefore application of DC should be avoided. After that, we are going to talk about the construction of transformer. There are various parts of transformer which are given below. First of all, core. It is made up of high grade silicon steel lamination as its function is to carry the flux. Second is limb. It is a vertical portion of the core and its function is to carry the winding. Third is yoke. The top and bottom horizontal portion of the core is called yoke. Its function is to carry the function produced by one winding to reach to the other winding and provide the low reluctance path to the flux. Fourth is windings. The coils are wound on the limbs and are insulated from each other. The function of the winding is to carry the current and produce the flux necessary for the functioning of the transformer. Fifth is conservators. The oil in the transformer expands when temperature inside the transformer increases due to heat, while it contracts when the temperature decreases. The function of the conservator is to take up the expansion and contraction of the oil without allowing it to come in contact with the ambient air. Sixth is breather. Smaller transformers are not fully filled with oil and some spaces remain between oil level and tank. The tank is connected to atmosphere by vent pipe. When oil expands, air goes out while when oil contracts, the air is taken in. The breather is a device which extracts the moisture from the air when the air is taken in and does not allow oil to come in contact with the moisture. The breather contains the silica gel crystal which immediately absorb the atmospheric pressure. Seventh, explosion vent. It is a bent pipe fitted on the main tank which act as a reliever valve. It uses non-metallic diaphragm which burst when pressure inside the transformer become excessive, which release the pressure and protects the transformer. The last element is Buchholz relay. It is a safety gas operated relay connected to the transformer. When the faults get developed inside the transformer, the gases are released. The Buchholz relay is operated with these gases and trips the circuit breaker to protect the device. Now let us talk about the transformer types. The transformer of different types depending on the arrangement of the core and the winding as follows. First is core type, second is shell type, third is berry type. The magnetic core is a stack of thin silicon steel lamination about 0.35 mm thick for 50 Hz transformer. In order to receive the eddy current losses, these lamination are insulated from one another by thin layer of varnish. Now first of all, so let us talk about the core type transformer. So this figure shows the schematic representation of the core type transformer, which shows the view of actual construction of the core type transformer. What is done in the core type transformer? The coil used are of cylindrical type, wound in helical layers with different layers insulated from each other by paper or mica. Both the coils are placed on both the limbs. The low voltage coil is placed inside near the core, where high voltage coil surrounds the low voltage coil. Core is made up of large number of thin lamination. Now let us talk about the shell type transformer. It has a double magnetic circuit. The core has 3 limbs. Both the windings are placed on the central limb. The core encircles most part of the winding. This is shown in the schematic representation of the diagram, shows the actual construction of the shell type transformer. Now let us talk about the difference between core and shell transformer. So first of all, core transformer, the core has only one window. Shell type transformer, the core has 2 windows. After that, winding encircles the core, core encircles the winding. Cylindrical winding are used, sandwich type of winding are used. Easy to repair, it is not so easy to repair. Better cooling, since more surface is exposed to atmosphere, cooling is not very effective. These are some differences between core type transformer and shell type transformer. So let us move on. This is an transformer. This is the real transformer image which everyone had been seen in their nearby areas. So let us move on. Applications of transformer. First, the main purpose of an electrical transformer is to step up or step down the level of AC voltage while the power and frequency is constant. Second point, measurement of current in single and 3-phase system. Third point, measurement of voltage in single and 3-phase system, measurement of power and measurement of energy. So this is it from me. Thank you so much.